Hey child, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, me and the big homie are already in position and we about to do something new. Okay, listen to me. Okay, I'm a little confused. So, as y'all know, I previously told y'all there is a worldwide lace shortage, and so companies that create extensions are finding alternative methods, you know, to keep you looking all cute and stuff. And so listen, CurlsCurls contacted me and said, hey Faye, we have some invisible weft clip-ins and we think that you would like it. And I'm like, invisible weft? What? And so they were just like, yeah, we found that a lot of people have issues with clip-ins, and so we have invisible weft. It makes it a little easier to blend, more comfortable, a little bit more invisible, and we think that you would like them. And so I said, you know what? Go on, send it to me. So thank you, CurlsCurls, for sponsoring this video, because y'all know what sponsorships I get.
Donations, gifts.
With that being said, let's get this video started. Roll that beautiful big footage. Hey, child. So CurlsCurls sent me this package that comes with this protective bag so that you can store your clip-ins. Now for the average person, you can do your entire head with one thing of clip-ins. You just need one bundle, but because my hair is short, I find that I need a few extra tracks to help me really blend in the top. So I got 2 bundles of clip-ins just because, you know, mother got to be good and fabulous. And so inside of this bag, I got my 2 bundles. It comes with this, wait. This is about to be interesting, and the reason I say that to you is because, baby, all right, so inside of the bag, they give you some additional clips in case you need some, you run into some issues, you got to sew them back on. But the reason I say this is about to be interesting is because this is supposed to be 16. This is supposed to be a 16 inch, and this is what this 16 inch. Yes. Oh, okay. Tell me something, honey. Baby, even the clip-in got disrespectful shrinkage. Do you see this? These are Kinky curly clip-ins. Again, it's 16 inch. It doesn't look like it until you stretch it, and then boom, it all of a sudden makes sense. Was that bars? Bars. The density is 200 grams. The color is a natural color, and the whole purpose of this is to be more natural looking, as in the weft. And I'm looking at this weft now, honey. I ain't never seen no mess like that, but we're gonna get into it. It's supposed to be invisible and a lot more comfortable for you to wear. So let's just get right into it. As far as these invisible wefts, baby, I ain't never seen no weft that look like this. So if you ever seen a clip-in before, you know what the actually I have another set of CurlsCurls clip-ins. Hold please. All right, so this is a bundle of regular smegular clip-ins, and if you look at, honey, just tangle. If you look at the weft, it actually looks like a regular extension weft, and then on the inside, this is what it looks like. It's a little thick too. If you look at it, these new wefts don't look nothing like that. These new wefts are actually much thinner. And can you see how instead of just like a sewn weft, it's actually bonded together with this clear type of adhesive, just so that it could look a little bit more natural. At least that's what they telling me. So listen, only thing I can do is go ahead and put it to the test. So right now I have my leave-in sitting on under Samantha. It's been, you know, luxuriating in my hair. I'm gonna go ahead and section my hair. Let's just go and put these wefts in. I'll be right back. So first and foremost, I look absolutely crazy, but we're about to get that together. So this is my little slinky little clip-in. And so what I would say to you if you are doing a clip-in install is to, as a point of, you know, a tip, lay out all of your wefts. Just lay them out in order of size so that you can kind of anticipate where you are as far as placement, and which weft will be best for you for the section that you just parted out. So I laid out all of my bundles, and what I will also say is to go light at the bottom as far as placement, meaning make bigger spaces as far as your parting, and then focus the bulk of your weft, save as many as you can for the top, because you don't know what it's going to be like when it comes to blending in. This is more so for people with short hair. If your hair is long and draping, just skip all this. But if your hair is shorter, you definitely want to have more wefts at the top than you do at the bottom, because it'll be a pity for you to run out of hair and you got all these wefts in the back, and then you got to go pull them out and put them at the top. Just listen to me. Go light at the bottom, heavy at the top, and plus it makes your hair look better when it's fuller at the top versus fuller in the bottom, and then you got this little thin situation going on at the top. So anyway, I parted my hair in the back, and these have the standard clips attached to it. This is very interesting. This weft is very thin. I'm so used to having wefts that are sewn together. This isn't sewn at all. The only thing that's sewn is the clips to it. And then even on this side, it's very weird. I've never seen a weft that looks like this at all. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and attach this. They say these are supposed to be more comfortable too since they're thinner. We're gonna see. So let me turn around. And I'm just going to take this weft, place it against my scalp, and attach it. I can't say I feel a difference as far as comfortability goes, but I definitely can say it is laying flatter than my other clip-ins are. So what I'm going to do is do a twist out in order to make sure that my hair blends. So I have some of my Design Essentials mousse, and I'm just putting it on top of the clip-in and my hair, and I'm going to twist to blend in these textures. And the reason I'm choosing mousse over a cream, honestly, and this is just me being for real, mousse takes a lot less time to dry than a cream does. So if you wanted to use a mousse. So let me go ahead and do the twisting on this weft, and then we're gonna go to the next section. All right, so that first weft is twisted. Time to do another one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my mousse on my real hair and also on this wefted hair, or this invisible weft, or whatever this is. On it, place. Okay, and still, they don't hurt by any means, but I definitely can feel the combs. I don't feel a difference as far as comfort, but again, the wefts are laying flatter. So I'm thinking that this will be really beneficial when it comes to blending in at the top. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my hair except for my middle part section offline. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna go and get this hair together. All right, so I've gotten to my very last weft, and here is what I want to break down to you as far as blending. When it comes to the top where it's going to be visible, you want to do your twist very, very small. And the reason you want to do that is because when it's time to separate, you don't want to have to do too much bothering as far as fluffing and shape. It'll make sense in a minute, but do small twists. Like as you can see in the back, they kind of big or whatever, but up here, them twists is small, and it's done intentionally just because all I'm gonna do is unravel, but I'm not going to separate them. But anyway, let's put this last weft in. Let me put some mousse on my real hair, some mousse on my other real hair. What I will say though is the more and more I apply these, because at first I was saying I couldn't tell the difference in the comfortability. I actually can't. Not a huge difference. I ain't even gonna put on like that, but I can tell because these are laying flatter. It's something about the way it's laying to where it's like I can feel the combs from the clip-in, but at the same time it's not annoying like other clip-ins can be. Like I can definitely tell the difference. So anyway, let me put in this last little section. I'm just taking a very small portion of hair and I'm gonna make a small twist, because again, I don't want to have to separate this later. I want this to just lay there, and then I'll do the separating towards the weft, but not on my real hair. But anyway, go ahead and twist, small twist. And I'm gonna do this to the rest of the section. Now keep in mind, I only have to do these small twists because my hair is short. If your hair is longer, then you can just do like a regular wash and go, or just something to blend in your hair, but it won't be as tedious if your hair is longer. But again, you know, little mama just cut off all her hair. She got to get it on together. So I'm gonna go ahead and twist the small twist towards the top. I'm gonna dry it, and then I probably will take down the bottom because that's not a big deal. It's not even gonna be visible. I'll do the unraveling of the top with you all just so you can see my method. But so far, I really, really like these clip-ins. So let me go ahead and finish my hair, child, and I'll be back. And we're back, child. And as you can see, with the exception of 3 twists, I took down most of my hair. So here's the thing. The reason I said where your hair is gonna be really visible, where your leave out is, you really need to make small twists, is because this hair is afro textured. And so by doing smaller twists, it blends in your hair a lot easier. So here's what I've been doing. After I start taking out my twists, I simply just unravel, right? Just simple, just real simple. And then when I get to the top, I just continue to unravel. But this is where I stop. In order to get volume, I'll separate down here where the clip-in hair is, but I do not go up into my real hair to do any separating, because by doing that, you're gonna create frizz and make blending in almost impossible. So I just separate a little bit where the clip-in is, and I leave my real hair alone. I just unravel the twist.
And don't worry about that little weft child. I'm gonna blend it right on in. Leave my real hair alone. And then down here at the bottom, I just kind of separate the clip-in hair. And I'm creating some frizz, but that's because I actually want some volume in this hair. So I'm just taking my fingernail and separating and making sure to leave my real hair alone. I'm gonna just kind of tuck that in there so it can blend in. And once all of my twists are removed, this is my final result. And I feel like it looks beautiful on me. If you didn't know that I put in clip-ins, you could really think that this was my natural hair. So I just took out the twist, tucked in my real hair into the clip-ins as far as like really twisting it in. And this was what I ended up with. I feel like this looks great on me. And as far as the seamlessness or the invisible wefts, I do feel like they're easier to blend in than the other ones. I also feel like the seamless invisible wefts also have a higher quality because it's the way it's put together versus being sewn is really more durable, so you get a lot less shed hair. And CurlsCurls make good hair anyway. I tell y'all all the time, I really like working with CurlsCurls because I really like their hair. So this is the result of a full head of clip-ins. I did use 1.5 packs, and I did have to do a little bit more work, and that's just because I have short hair. But if your hair is longer than mine, one bundle is enough, and you ain't gotta even do a twist out. You can do a wash and go or whatever, and it will blend in really nicely. So if you're looking for a recommendation and wigs aren't really your thing, because y'all know I did a CurlsCurls headband wig video. I still wear my wig in real life, but if wigs aren't your thing, I totally get it. If you want some volume and some length without having to do something real crazy, I definitely recommend these clip-ins. High quality hair, the craftsmanship is chef's kiss, and I do feel like it was easier to blend in than the other clip-ins. So with that being said, unclockable. Simple as that. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Thank you again, CurlsCurls, for sponsoring this video. And y'all be sure to click the link in the description box because listen, mother got a big mouth. Some companies scared of me, but CurlsCurls like, hey, just be yourself. And I really appreciate that. So y'all be sure to support CurlsCurls. Look in the description box, click that link. And again, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Me love you long time. Maki Dada, and I'm out of here. Bye, honey. CurlsCurls must love you, girl, because they just keep hitting me up, and I'm gonna keep saying yes because, honey, mother likes this hair.